All right, what's up, you guys? Okay, so Teddy got some birthday, it's a whole box of like fidget stuff from his grandparents. Let me see if I can get him in the shot. Can you see the mess that he's making with the slime? I need somewhere to prop this phone. So I'm gonna try and kind of like shift this around. Oh, I don't want to get messed up though. Okay. All right, and I just wanted to beat because I was like, I'm gonna have to grab him and clean him up before. And there's like this like your movement, like things are being like shifted around, and you're kind of having to like move differently. It kind of is the feeling too. There's a bunch of stuff coming through with like inner child, and I hope that you guys can hear me from back here. It's like play, like being, how do I word this? Like being open-minded about like allowing yourself to like play and try different things. Like, okay, I'll just give an example. Like Teddy had these little, in this gift, there was like these little tiny beads, these little tiny gemstones, and I put some on my face, and then he took them away from me. But like, it made me feel like it was fun to do that, and it kind of reminded me of like how I used to play dress up and stuff like that. And it's kind of like you're starting to remember these different pieces of like letting your inner child and like how you used to be and how you used to play, and trying to figure out like how to kind of let that, not even just like put it in your life, but just like let it unfold. And I'm getting like the never ending story, and like you're kind of like, that came to me. There's like this big sentimental feeling, and like this like acceptance of like, this is the journey, because it's like we've become so programmed in so many projections and so many illusions and stuff, that it's like just not putting this pressure on yourself to like always show up and be a certain way. And also like knowing that, you know, if you're the type that you need to be seen, that it's like there's gonna be this kind of like that's an unfolding too, for people to also kind of watch you as you. Hold on, baby. Let me finish.
That's blue.
So, okay, so I'm gonna try to wrap this up quickly. All right, so because we have Tower out here again, I'm getting that they're getting moved out of poverty. I'm getting that the divine is stepping in to help with this. You're gonna have to keep taking leaps of faith to get to be, not even just to get this 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting just to be in that energy of like abundance. It's like that's another part of this journey as well. It kind of all goes together, because it's like if you're being playful and like trying different things with your inner child and showing up different ways, you're kind of taking leaps of faith in that way as well. But that's gonna help you to feel more and more comfortable in that space, and kind of also like, I remember that, I'm gonna give this really quickly, this one of the chicks, Brittany, the intuitive cosmic wifey, she has some crazy, I don't know if that's exactly right, her title. She speaks a lot about that with like her a lot of her healing journey has been with her inner child, and like letting that really like, she wears like bows in her hair, and she just like embraces it. And like she has figured out what style really works for her, and that makes her feel like just able to find that identity that suits her, and not what the world told her that she's supposed to be or show up or look like or whatever. All right, there is some illusion casting going on. I'm getting that like the ops are in this like confusion, and there's like infighting, there's fighting going on, because like they're not able to make decisions right now or something. They're in some sort of standstill. You might be experiencing some towers, because like I said, it's kind of like the energy is like we're being moved around, and you're kind of just being asked to like let it guide you, is kind of what I'm getting. We've got this Chariot with the Temperance down here, like you're ready to move, you're making moves. Because I gotta wrap this up, because I gotta clean it. I've got to clean it. He's already had a bath today. And he went and like, I told him, I made a video earlier and I told him to go swing on the swings because I didn't want to walk outside with him. And he actually went and did it. And that's something that he doesn't really do anymore. He's kind of outgrown that little play set, but like, it's kind of that energy of just like letting yourself play around with different things and like seeing what like sparks that creativity in you, what sparks that creative flow, what you haven't done in a long time that you miss doing, you know, stuff like that. That must probably kind of ties in with that sentimental feeling. All right, so let's wrap it up with these because like the Hermit, Justice. Okay, so you're getting justice or justice is being called. Like I'm getting even just kind of like a balancing of the energy over some sort of people getting something, like some sort of emotional manipulation that you've been through. And that could even be, because there's so much about the inner child come through, that could even be just like in general from your childhood, not necessarily a specific incident. I know, baby, just a minute, okay? Mommy's almost done. Or you can go clean yourself, go wash your hands. He's still playing with it.
Go wash your hands.
Mm-hmm. So they're giving like in this Hermit, which is contradicting this Chariot energy. But then we've got the Moon reverse too. So it's kind of like if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's giving me more of like just solitude. Like it may be that, you know, because I'm getting like, these are like, you know, sensitive, like vulnerable, like places, especially like sometimes like, what is that saying? Like you can only grow as much as you can face truth or something like that. Like the more truth that you can face and accept, the more you can grow type of thing. So it's like, but it's like, even if you're someone that's a truth seeker, you still can only stomach so much at one time, just especially some of these darker things. So, it's kind of like, you know, spending that time in solitude if you need to, if it's like, if you're having to accept or face something that's really hurtful to you. Like if it's like an aspect of you that you're like, you know, I really didn't deserve this. Like cause I kind of think, and one thing for me is like, it's hard to keep persevering. Like, I'm like, okay, I need to make the time for this. I need to be in this creative space, but it's like, you can't, certain things like creativity, you can't force it. So that can be very like painful / just like, really drive a lot of anger. When you're like, okay, well, you know, life circumstances are like, I gotta do this, and I don't have the inner, like for me, it's a lot of times like yet last night, I was like, I want to journal and do this, and then I just went to sleep, and it's like, there's a lot of days like that where it's just like, you just don't have the energy for all of it. So giving yourself grace, giving your situation and your life circumstances grace, and like spending that time, I'm trying to figure out one more like a specific. They're giving that like never ending story thing again. Like it's like kind of this like, it's okay, you know, it's this unfolding, and this is the journey, this is how the journey is going to go. And then when you have those moments where you feel very empowered, or you are very like, you know, in that creative flow and able to focus and like do something that you know is impactful. Hold on, man, we're gonna move on in just a minute. You know, that then it makes that like, then you're really able to kind of like be present with that and really like soak it in, you know? Yeah, it's just like, there's just this feeling of like giving the inner child time, like giving yourself lots of grace, because it's like so many of these things are hard to do on your, like you're doing so much on your own. Like, and you're just not going to be able to move really fast, and that's okay, because it's sort of like there's something about it that's going to like, or pieces that are kind of come to you of like why the things are the way that they are, but you just don't know, you may not have that yet. Okay, I gotta wrap this up, so I gotta get this kid. I gotta get this kid cleaned up, y'all.
Mama, come over here.
Okay, I'm coming. All right, I love you guys.